I switched out to the Fisher F5 mini coil right at the lip where we've swung 400 times. To find anything there would be amazing. No way. All right, mission accomplished. Well, hey everybody, welcome to another Not Thursday in New Hampshire. We are metal detecting, and today is another experimentative day. If you saw the video recently, I switched out to the Fisher F5 mini coil, and I had an amazing dig at a site that we've pounded and pulled 2 large cents and other non-ferrous metals, like easily. So after that life-changing event, I figured that I would come down to one of the worst, messiest cellar holes that we have. This is one of our permissions, and see what I can do. In particular, around this split granite. So this site is 1700s settled, occupied through the 1800s, and all through the 1900s it's been a dump. I have found cool things here before, but you know, it's been pretty exhausted to the point where I don't come back too often. But today, with that coil, let's see what we can do. So immediately moving right in beside this stuff, the objective is not just to find cool things, if possible, but non-ferrous targets. Now see, if I back up, I can't hear that. So I wouldn't have heard it with my larger coil. And that's the whole thing. Just like that last dig, I heard so much stuff that I had never heard before, which was remarkable in its own. Even if they weren't all great targets, they were still non-ferrous targets, because as you can see, the nails are just rampant. Nails, wow. Well, it's can slaw, I know. What's the big deal? Well, we've been hitting this for years, and we would have dug everything. So, getting in close to this is possible now. And it's more junk out of the ground for one of our permission sites, and that's always a good thing. No idea. It's not iron. That's a nice, tight little signal. Right. Oh, this thing. And keep in mind, I have picked this site because, like I said, we've exhausted it. So to find anything here that rings up decent is pretty remarkable. Huh. You guys see that? Oh my god, it's a coin. Unbelievable. Probably an Indian. There's been a lot of them that have come out of the front door yard here. Oh no, it's a Lincoln. It is a wheat penny though. Wow. See if I can get a date for you. Once again, this machine and that coil I am impressed. I have dug a few Indians right out here. The cellar is right there. Right off the front. But it is a wheat penny, and I'll take it. Wow. Just barely grabbing onto that one. You definitely gotta go so slow. Coil that size. But you gotta do that at a cellar hole anyways. Just gotta go warp factor half. That sounds better. You want to talk about small? Look at that. It's a golden teardrop. It's not actually gold, but wow, talk about isolation. Well, I gave it an hour here. The weedy and the little teardrop, super impressive considering I know how bad it is here. So the next point, what I want to do is, out of curiosity, we're going to the Smith hole. That is the site that George and I have hit more than any other site around. To find anything there would be amazing. So I'm really curious to try this little baby, and who knows. So let's go over yonder. So this is a site that I very much love. One, for the history. It was built by a veteran of the American Revolution. 3 generations lived here, and we've had some great digging experiences. I found my first large cent in that road and my first Jersey copper right here. So I just want to swing over this particular part of the house, from the house to the road, in the iron bed. If I can find anything, I will be blown away, because we've been here more than any other site. Yeah, it's just sheet metal. But it's out of the ground. Oh, great. No way. All right. Mission accomplished. That is the neck of a spoon, and it's pewter. Wow. So that's awesome. There's the bowl end. Went up to the handle over here, and right at the lip where we've swung 400 times. Awesome. No. It's iron, but see how easy I just locked onto something? So, I mean, yeah, with a larger coil, you get more depth and such, but this narrows it down to, imagine, this is the way I look at it. You have 100 people in front of you, and they're all yelling nail, nail, nail at the same time. One person in the crowd is yelling out button. Well, this is like taking it down to putting 10 people in the audience yelling at you at once. And it's a lot easier to hear that one person yelling button. That's my analogy for the day on the smaller coil. Nice. So I thought it was going to be sheet metal. Turns out to be a knife. Similar characteristics, obviously, in the signal. And it must have just been under this stuff. You can tell it hasn't been sitting in the dirt. But I'm glad I picked it, because that will go in the collection. Right up next to the tree. Looks like the bottom of a pot or something. Alright everybody, well that's it for this dig. I know it may not have seemed all that exhilarating, but for me today this was fun, and you know, I wanted to back up the experiment from the other day with the little itty bitty coil by going to, out of our permission of cellar holes that we have here, these are the home holes, the trashiest one and the quietest one, meaning we've worked this site more than any other. So, remarkable. I'm loving that coil. It's staying in my backpack. And I'm thinking in my head as I'm walking around of 50 sites that I need to go back to with that, because, wow. I never thought that that small coil would make that much of a difference. But it does. Alright, get out, have fun, explore your world, and I'll see you soon. Till next time, enjoy your Not Thursday.